Does anyone else love this bit? Oh, this is crazy. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today is one of my favourite videos to do, and it is a Taylor Swift unboxing. So if you've missed it, Taylor Swift released The Life of a Showgirl on October 3rd. Now, I did pre-order all the vinyl variants and we're going to be unboxing them all today. I am so unbelievably excited for this. I think these are my favourite Taylor vinyl variants ever, based on the photos. So we're going to see what they look like in person, and I'm just so excited because I've tried to avoid like seeing all photos that people have posted from the vinyl variants, because obviously I've not wanted to see those because I wanted to kind of experience it in person for the first time. I know there's poems inside, I've not read those, and I'm just so excited for this. So anyway, without further ado, here is The Life of a Showgirl vinyls. Vinyl. I know it's vinyl. I just say vinyls. Sorry. I'm sorry. So I actually don't know which one is which. They are all just kind of in cardboard packaging. So we're gonna see. The only ones that actually arrived on release day were the Baby That's Show Business ones. They were in the back when I put them away back in the packet so we can kind of like open them kind of together. I haven't unboxed the cellophane on any of them. Even those yesterday, I waited so we could get them all together and unbox them all at once and all together, because I think it's nice when we unbox them together. I also do just want to say that you're not any more or less of a fan if you do buy the vinyl variants or the CD variants or whatever. If you don't collect vinyl or CDs, that's fine. Please don't feel like you have to do it based on seeing other Swifties who collect them. I'm a vinyl collector, so yes, I did get the different variants. A lot of people aren't vinyl collectors, they just want one variant. That is completely okay. If you don't want any variants, that's also okay. I always want to stress that with any of these videos, because I never make them to make people feel like they're not real fans. I make them, one, because I love vinyl variant collecting for Taylor Swift, but also I like to show everyone the ins and outs of the vinyl, because I think it's kind of nice, like, unboxing it sort of together. I think it shows the vinyl in a way that like a person would sort of use it, because there are so many vinyl unboxing videos online, so many of them that are like really, really high quality ones, you know, above the vinyl, showing it really neatly and everything. But I think it's kind of nice to see a fan going through it and share their opinions on it. So I do hope people like this. I hope this doesn't make anyone feel any sort of weird way. I do just always want to like stress that, because I know what it's like. When I was younger, I used to watch like huge Taylor Swift collection videos on like YouTube, and I'd be like, oh, I wish I could have that sort of collection. And like now I'm a bit older and stuff, you know, I can collect certain things, and I do love doing it, but I love sharing it more. I think that's the best part. So anyway, without further ado, let's open the first one. I love opening a packet, you know, when like the boxes have that like tear strip. Oh, what a noise. What a noise. It's just so much fun. Okay, which variant is this? Oh, okay, we did this so well. You're never gonna get. I managed to get this first one. I literally just guessed. They're all pretty much exactly the same. Like, the packaging is pretty much exactly the same. The only one I think I might know is the deluxe CDs, which will be a separate video. I think for that, I'll realise that it's like, because it was thicker, so I think that's them. But I've done it. I picked the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one first. I am so impressed with myself, not to sound weird, but I was like, I really wanted to do it in order, but at least with the first one first, because I think this is a good one to show first, because this is the standard pressing. You know, if you go into the shops, if you go into HMV or whatever sells vinyl where you are, this is the one that will appear. So I'm very happy that I managed to open this one first. So this is the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one. It's the Portofino Orange Glitter Vinyl. It has unique photos and a poem from Taylor, so that's on the little hype sticker there. Now, some people collect hype stickers, some people don't. Hype stickers, what I like to do with them, because people ask, you know, when I keep them on a vinyl, like, why did you keep that? That's really weird. The reason I keep it is because I put it on the outer sleeves that I put on my vinyl. I usually put polythene outer sleeves on. I will link all of the specific sleeves I use below, as well as these vinyl stands as well, in case you want to get them. They are Amazon affiliate links, so like I will make a teeny tiny commission off them if you use that link, but you don't have to use that link. They're literally polythene vinyl sleeves. If you just want to search them, that's also okay. But yeah, I put it on that sleeve. But you can put it wherever you want, really. I think it's just nice to kind of keep them. And for anyone curious, this vinyl is made in Germany. I know there's some people who watch this who aren't necessarily Taylor fans, they just kind of love vinyl, so want to know like the ins and outs sort of things like that, so I like to say those things as well. But anyway, I'm so excited. This is so cool. Okay, let's unbox it. I think I should also have a cassette in here as well, so let me just check. Okay, we've got the cassette too. The cassette I'll unbox in another video, but I did just want to see it. So this is the cassette. Just if anyone wants to briefly see it, a little spoiler. And it was made in the UK, which is kind of wild. Anyway, let's unbox this vinyl. Let's put her to the side. I always get so nervous opening vinyl for the first time, which obviously sounds so deeply unserious, because like, why are you nervous to open them? But I don't know, I just am. I think it's weird, but I'm weird. So what I like to do when I unwrap any kind of vinyl is use nail scissors. You've got to be very careful with vinyl because they are obviously fragile, like the outside and also obviously the vinyl themselves. So you want to make sure you protect it because you like them to look in the best condition possible. So I have my handy little nail scissors. Be careful if you are younger using nail scissors, please be careful. I am 25, so we are careful with them, but I just like to do this, but please be careful if you have them. You just don't want to like scratch any part of the actual like vinyl sleeve or anything like that. You just want to like gently go along the edge here. Now this one I have seen because Taylor did not post for the New Heights podcast. She had this vinyl in her hand and she showed it, and it's not like a normal gatefold, which I'm kind of excited for. Like with the Torture Poets department, that one wasn't a normal gatefold either because it actually had like a book-bound lyric jacket. Book-bound lyric book jacket. Book-bound jacket lyric book. It had one of those, which was really fun, and I think it's cool when vinyl are slightly different. Now, I always like it when it has some kind of gatefold. There have been a couple Taylor vinyl in the past that don't. So, like the 7-inch ones, they don't, and Folklore Long Pond don't. And what that basically means is it doesn't open up. So, like, with this, it's not going to open out. This is the front and the back cover. There's no other pictures, like, opening it up. The vinyl is just there. It did come with a poster, Folklore Long Pond, but I definitely prefer gatefolds. I just find them more fun. So I'm very excited that this is a gatefold, but also like a unique gatefold. So we're going to make sure we preserve that sticker. We're going to just make sure we get the packaging off correctly. We've actually done this quite well. Some of my unboxings, I think it's mainly the CD ones, I struggle. It's hard enough to unbox something, but unboxing something on camera, knowing people are watching it, I don't know. As soon as that camera points at me, I'm like, I have lost all ability to open things. But we're gonna do the satisfying bit. I love this bit. Does anyone else love this bit? Oh, okay, we're almost there. It was almost in one. It was almost. Okay, that is our goal. We're gonna try get it off really neatly with one of these 8. Yes, you heard that correctly. 8 vinyl we're unboxing today. So this is Taylor's most pressings on a vinyl for like the album since Folklore. So Folklore also had 8 pressings. I only have 2. I really wish I had more, but I didn't collect vinyl in 2020. My first ever vinyl was 2021. So it's never too late to start collecting, but you will be sad at the ones you didn't get. Folklore, one day I will get you. One day. Anyway, So, what is noticeable straight away about this packaging? It's really nice, obviously, but it's a different paper finish. And Taylor did say this on the New Heights podcast, that it's a different finish. It does feel fancier, you know. I really like the finish of this. With Torture Post department, it was kind of like a, I don't know my paper, but more matte, whereas this is definitely more shiny. It's kind of like the inner bit more of the Torture Post department. If you have that vinyl, the outer bit, so if you can just see one there, the outer bit's kind of that matte sort of paper, matte-ish, and then the inner bit's sort of shiny, whereas this whole thing's shiny. I did see someone ask on a comment section, are the letters embossed? The letters are not embossed, so the Life of Showgirl is not embossed. I wouldn't say they're... I'm trying to decide if they're extra glittery. I think they are glittery. You can just... I'll see if I can try to show that you. They are... It's just... No. They are glittery, but they're not like additional glitter on top of the thing. Like, it's still just like flush. No, it is still flush. I was like, wait, is it? Yeah, it is. So it's... Does that make sense? I try to explain as best as I can, but we're trying. So anyway, this is what the front cover looks like. This is the standard edition of the vinyl. This is the one you're going to find in stores. Obviously, this is the cover that you're going to see on streaming. So that's what it looks like there. And instead of being a normal gatefold, we have this. So this is what a normal gatefold would look like, where it just opens up like that. But this one, that was such. Guys, I don't know how this vinyl is going to unbox. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So we've opened that, but then we've opened this little bit there. Does this... Okay, this doesn't open. I was going to try to open that. That doesn't open. So, okay. This is how it opens. So we open one side, we open this little bit here, And then the vinyl is like here. So the vinyl's on top of it rather than like in the side. So let's just have a look at what we can see. We can see this gorgeous picture of Taylor. So it's Taylor in that like diamondy sort of dress, the like really gorgeous one. It's sort of like a nude sort of mesh, and then it's got like little gems on. The gems, some of them are green, some of them are silver. This is actually from the Fate of Ophelia music video. She looks so good. And it is wild because there are so many photos from this photo shoot we hadn't seen. Because we'd seen so many photos, we thought, oh, the other photos we're going to get are from this same photo shoot, same like day, like same costumes, but there's different costumes. It's wild. Like, how long must this photo shoot have taken? I don't know, but I really need to know. Then on that little bit, we also have photos there, so I want to look at them myself actually, because I couldn't really see them in the camera. So let's see. First up, we've got this gorgeous picture of Taylor. So it's in that red sort of like bodysuit. She looks great. Then we have this one. Now this one I think is really interesting because it's sort of a blurry one, but you can see like the sparkles. And I think this looks like, does anyone remember during the Eras tour, some people took really great photos, obviously, but like blurry-ish ones of like the Lover bodysuits and the Midnight's bodysuits, like the sparkliest ones, and fans loved them. And this is kind of reminding me of that, which I do kind of like. And what it's kind of reminding me of here is like, this is the Showgirl obviously after like the show where she's in the bathtub, which she explained. Whereas these ones here are like in her Showgirl absolute era, like she's like fully in her show. Oh my goodness me, in her actual like Showgirl era, like on the stage sort of thing, just getting ready to go on. Whereas this one feels like afterwards, like the after party, like because like she's in a hotel. So I love that. So that's the first one, the red bodysuit. The next one is that like sparkly sort of like bra situation. Then we have one of like the Showgirls getting ready. We have the Eras Tour dancers. Then we have one of the back of Taylor, which we'll cover. I showed you very briefly, but it's the back of Taylor is all I can say. Then we have a poem. Now, oh, is this a poem? It is a poem. So I've actually not read the poem, so I'm super, super excited to actually read these. I love reading like album prologues and things like that. I think this is maybe the equivalent of the Life of like Showgirl's album prologue. So I'm super excited for this. I've avoided seeing them. You know, I've seen a few photos from the vinyl, but I've not seen this yet. So we're gonna read it together. Coffee, stretch, piano keys, vocal warm-ups in a locker room shower, eyelash glue, a photo of him on the mirror, sweat and vanilla perfume. Obviously the variant is called Sweat and Vanilla Perfume, so I guess that makes a lot of sense where that phrase comes from, because I was like, listen to the album, I was like, where is she going to say Sweat and Vanilla Perfume? I don't think it would fit, and no. The cracking of joints and the distant beat of a drum, the curtain call, the monotonous thrill of it all. Plan it out so it doesn't look planned. 10 different backup plans. If your red bottom heel breaks, you will keep strutting, balancing on the balls of your blistered feet. Know your exits. Shoulders back, eyes up. Hit your marks. Your winks, your sparks. Tell them a story like it's an intimate dinner party. The looks on their wondrous faces. Their expressions like mood rings. Isn't it all so majestic? Of course it is. It's a lot of other things too. Tonight, all these lives converge here. The mosaics of laughter and cocktail of tears. Where fraternal souls sing identical things. And it's beautiful, it's rapturous, it's frightening. It's worth everything it has cost you, and even as your darkest or drunkest, you wouldn't say any different, would you? You would choose all of it again, no matter how the story ends, with the ugliest booze or the loveliest bouquet. They say that love is a choice you make every single day, and that is how you love the life of a showgirl. So I love that, and I wanted to point this out while I was reading it, but I thought, no, we'll read it first, and then we'll point out the little bits. So there are secret messages in this, and I had already seen that the secret messages, and thank goodness, because I don't have to decode them on the live with you, well, on this video with you all. So above certain letters on here, there is a little orange dot. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it because it's a very, very tiny orange dot, but this one spells out 2. Now I'm going to spoil this all for you right now. The rest of them spell out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, which is interesting. No one has decided what that means yet. So if you're watching this in the future and we know, I hope it's good. Whatever it is. But it does say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think 5. We'll see. But this one is number 2. So this says 2. So there's an orange little star on top of the T, W, and O. At least I can spell. At least I can spell, you know. So there we go. Oh, this is different. Also, they've put a lot of effort into this. So I've never really paid much attention to the inside of where you get your vinyl from, because normally it's just card, like it's just plain card. In here, it's orange, like sparkly card. No, it's not like properly sparkly, it's like printed sparkles. It's slightly different, but it's still sparkly. I mean, they've gone all out. That is a lot of attention to detail that I don't think anyone particularly notices, but I did notice, so congrats on that. I also want to say, like, this is what the vinyl looks like on the side. So I know some vinyls are kind of flat on the side, so they don't look great. And not flat, like pointed, so like you don't see any like of the album name or anything. This would be great if you have your vinyl stored like that, because you'll be able to see what they look like. So what it says on the side is Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl, Republic Records, and then the like little like code. Is it gonna do it? Is it gonna? I need to hide my eyes because the camera hide like looks at my eyes. But then if I'm looking, okay, is it? Believe me that it says that. I don't think it focused. So here we have this. Now what I was really surprised about is you can see the vinyl. Oh my gosh! Wait. This is crazy. This is the wildest inner sleeve ever. So the inner sleeve itself is also like a gatefold. So you open this up and it's got all of the lyrics. Now I always say it's a shame sometimes with vinyl variants because they don't always have the lyrics. Because a lot of the time the lyrics either are on the gatefold, so the inside of the gatefold is just a lyric booklet kind of reworked to fit the inside of a vinyl, or they just don't include them at all. With Midnights, they had a whole separate lyric booklet. With the Torture Poets department, I said earlier, they had that book-bound jacket, and she's done something different again, so it's kind of like this gatefold, and inside you've got all those lyrics with this gorgeous picture of Taylor in the centre. So that's that, and the paper quality is also very good. Like, it's noticeably good. So that's very, very impressive. So you've got all the different like lyrics, all the different song titles. Then you turn this around and you've got this. So this is like the front there. The front is that picture of Taylor with like the sparkly bra sort of thing, you know, on the stage. She's got like feather boas, those sort of things. Turn it around. You've got paper covering about just over half. I don't want to say like 3/4, but like there you go. It's just over half of it with the paper with a picture of Taylor, and this is the one of her with the black wig with the big like feather sort of thing behind her, looking stunning. Then you can see the record itself, and the record itself is under, I don't know if it's rice paper or not, but it's under something. It's under like it's plastic. Well, it's actually, no, it's not. It's in the plastic. How on earth are we gonna get there? Okay. Does this okay, this pulls out. Okay, I was like, ooh. This is why I'm so glad I didn't look at videos beforehand, so we can see me try figure this out in person. So this like quarter thing, the quarter bit of paper is covering it, but then you can pull the vinyl sleeve out itself in this plastic sleeve. Now, I don't think they've ever done this before. I don't know what kind of sleeve this is. I don't think it's rice paper. It is like completely clear. So if any vinyl experts out there know what kind of paper this is, potentially it could be paper that's good enough that you don't have to replace it with an inner sleeve. I normally do replace them with inner sleeves. I get the anti-static inner sleeves. Again, I'll link them below. But I don't know. But this is what, oh, it's beautiful. So it's this orange glitter vinyl. I mean, we already knew it was stunning. The inside is kind of like the album cover sort of. So it's like a green, the turquoise, and it's got like the shards that are on the album cover. So that's what that looks like there, and it's the same on the back. So side A has The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Father Figure, Eldest Daughter, and Ruin the Friendships, those first 6 tracks. And then on side B, we're going to be very careful turning this around, we've got Actually Romantic, Wish List, Wood, Cancelled, Honey, and The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter. And it says how the producers are Max Martin, Shellback, and Taylor Swift. So this is what it's stunning. So you can see how beautiful it is. So it's this orange. It's not opaque, but it's not transparent. It's more towards the opaque side. There's probably an in between that I don't know. Translucent. I don't know. Maybe we should search that. Next time we'll do a vinyl unboxing video. We'll realize what the different terms are. But it's not completely see-through. So looking on the other side, you can't see through it, but it's still slightly not like a solid block. So you know how the Torture Poets ones were like solid block colours, they were just opaque, completely solid. These ones aren't that, they are slightly different. And then they have that gold glitter inside, which I think complements it so well. And I think the fact that this is the standard version of the like record is fantastic, because like This is so beautiful, I think, for any sort of collector. And I think it's nice to have such a good one for the standard one, because there are a lot of people out there who are collectors of all sort of vinyl, of all different artists, but they don't necessarily want to wait on the website and try find this rarest variant. And I think this is just a standard variant is beautiful. It's not just a standard black, whereas most artists tend to, for their normal standard version, it's just that standard black pressing, which can be a bit boring, whereas this is so beautiful for people who do collect vinyl. I think it's absolutely stunning, so I really, really like this. They've done such a good job. I think the colour's fantastic. It looks fantastic in it, like it really, really does. I'm very, very, like, I knew this was going to be gorgeous. I really did. I think I love like a bright orange. I think a bright orange always looks fantastic, and just with the glitter, I think it really, really is stunning, so I really like that. I'm very, very happy with that. So we're going to just place her back now in a little like plastic sleeve, and then we'll do a bit more research, and then we'll see if I need to put it into a rice, like an anti-static in a sleeve or a rice sleeve, whatever you want to call them. I think they're slightly different. So just pop her back in there. I do like that the sleeve's clear, those like fully clear so you can see it. I think that was quite fun. It was very different, and I love, that's what I love so much about Taylor Swift like vinyl, but that she puts so much effort. It's not like, to be fair, I don't really collect many other artists' vinyl, but a lot of them are very kind of stereotypical, you know, they have the gatefold, often the gatefold will have lyrics or just like a photo inside, and then you'll have the standard black pressing. And I really, really love that we've got something different like this, because it's so unique. I mean, I personally have never seen a vinyl package like this, so I really like this. And the quality of the paper is noticeably good. I mean, the attention to detail, I think, with that bit is incredible. Like, it's just something you wouldn't look at. Like, it's something you genuinely wouldn't look at all. And the fact that it looks that good, and it's just the standard edition, you know, this isn't like a deluxe edition, this isn't like a premium edition, but it feels like a premium edition. So I think that's really, really impressive. I think it is a really, really gorgeous pressing. I really like this. I'm actually very, very impressed. So that is the first one. That is the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume edition. Next up, I don't know what it's going to be because it's still sealed, so let's see. I changed my mind. We're going to open the one I already had opened the cardboard of, and that is the Baby That's Show Business variant. I just think this is a good idea because I think this was the second one released, so it's kind of the second one like in the order of release. So right now we're doing quite well. But anyway, let's open these up now. I got them yesterday. These are the only ones that came on release day. Let's open her up. So we have two of these. But they are different, we'll get to that in a second. But these were the only vinyl I got on release day. The rest of them came the day after. And that just happens sometimes with shipping. Obviously, you always want them to come on release day, especially when you pre-order. But sometimes they don't, and that's okay, especially in the UK. Like, we had a storm yesterday, so it was chaos. And I also had the film to watch as well, so, like, you know, we've got things to do. We had things to do. But these are the two different Baby That's Show Business variants. They do have a very, very similar cover, but they are different, I promise. Now, that is what I like about this. Even though the covers are very similar, and they are very similar, the text on it is different. So you've got the lovely Bouquet one, and you've got, I don't know which version this is. This is the Lakeside Beach Blue Sparkle vinyl. And this is the lovely Bouquet one. So this is what the front cover looks like. No hype sticker on this, which I noticed yesterday when I opened them. I was like, that's kind of surprising. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, but I do quite like a hype sticker. So I was a little bit surprised, but again, not the end of the world. I really like the cover. But I would say, actually, out of all of them, this is my least favourite one, just because I think the cover's a little bit darker than the other ones. The other ones seem quite bright, whereas this one, like with the light behind her, it's a little bit darker. However, what I do love about this is that we've got like, we got 3, almost 4 Eras Tour dancers. We have one that was just cropped off there, which I really like, and I love how involved the Eras Tour dancers have been in with this album because they were also in the Fate of Ophelia music video. So this is the Lakeside Beach Blue vinyl. This is the back of the Lakeside Beach Blue vinyl, and I love the fact, as I said, that the text is different. So it says The Life of a Showgirl on the front. It's got Taylor in that sparkly bra with like the yellow kind of headdress, the yellow feather boa, and then on the back all of the album tracks are in blue as well, whereas with the lovely Bouquet version the text on the front is all in yellow, like a yellow sparkle, but on the back the album tracks, the track names are then also in that like yellow sparkle, and I think that's great. So I think I'm more excited for this Lakeside Beach Blue because it's sparkly, so we're going to open that one second. We're going to open the lovely Bouquet one, and obviously this is a reference presumably to The Life of Showgirl that features the song, like the lyrics, the lovely, like, thanks for the lovely bouquet. So we're going to do the same thing. Also, side note, the side bit of the vinyl that was, well, let's put them down. The side bit of the vinyl that I was talking about before is a slightly different colour with this variant. It's more of a blue. It's not focusing whatsoever. And the Taylor Swift's in yellow on this, and The Life of Showgirl's in yellow. It's also in yellow on that side. That's a little thing they've missed there. Or maybe, is it different? I think it's it's exactly the same on the side. I would, if I'm gonna be the biggest complaint, oh wait, maybe they've done this on purpose. Because on the other side, on the other side it's then yellow with like blue, The Life of Showgirl, blue Taylor Swift, but then on that side it's blue with yellow. It would have been nice maybe if they flipped that, so the one, usually you would put them in this way, if it was blue for the blue one and yellow for the yellow, but we're being very, very critical here. That was probably too critical, but like, they put so much effort into the first one, I think I'm just pointing out all of the things with it, because sometimes people like me to share my completely brutally honest opinion. They say I never criticise Taylor, and here I am criticising the spine of a vinyl. That was too far, but like, I do still really like it. It was just like, if I was like looking for fault, like I was really looking for faults, and my goodness was I looking there, that's the only thing I would say. But I can see why they've done it, and it makes sense. So like, I don't think it's actually a big deal. So we'll open her up. Also want to say the back cover is different, as you could see there. The back cover was different on this variant. Now these variants, I presume, are going to have the same photos inside, but they do have a different, they both have the same back cover, but it's a different back cover to the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one. And this is the Baby That's Show Business variant. So just open her up there, very gently, very gently. This is slightly harder to open, I would say, than a normal gatefold, but not like ridiculously hard. Oh, my blue one says it's made in Germany, but this one doesn't have a made in sticker, but I presume it's also Germany. But I don't know on this one, so don't quote me on that. It could be somewhere different. Other people's might have it on. So just, oh, I didn't even try do the, I said I was going to make an effort to be like, oh, let's open this like nicely, and then I was just like, meh. Okay, let's try to do the rest of it nice. There we go. That was quite nice. So this is what it looks like on the cover and the back cover, which we've already seen. Let's open her up. At least, whoa, that's bright. At least now we know what to expect when we're opening it up, and it's slightly different. So we open it up. It's this gorgeous picture of Taylor in the dressing room wearing that same bra that is on the cover, that sparkly one with like the gems, with the yellow sort of like feather boas, and you can also then see her in the mirror behind her too. And then on the side here you've got some great pictures. Another one of those slightly blurry ones, which again I think a lot of fans did say how much they love those like slightly blurry ones where you can see like the sparkles. So I think they've done that on purpose. You've got this great one of Taylor like in this sparkly bodysuit. This is an outfit we've not seen yet as well, so I really like that. Then we also have Taylor's legs looking very beautiful with like a white sort of feather boa, and then we have one of Taylor wearing this beautiful like navy dress with like stars, and then a very big yellow headdress. I dread to think how heavy that was on her head. That looks very heavy. But again, some really, really gorgeous pictures there. I love how bright this one is inside too. It's such a contrast from the cover, and I actually think that's probably on purpose, and it kind of makes me like the cover more, because you have this like dark one where she's on stage and you open it up and this is her off stage, and like the brightness of it, you know, it's very the life of a showgirl. So I love that. With the poem, let's have a read. You woke up branded with the lines of pillow creases, thunderbolted tree roots across your cheek. In turn, last night's mascara stains the ivory hotel pillowcase, each one leaving their mark on the other. Looks like you're even. You say good morning to them when you walk in, and they don't correct you, as they spray vodka on the armpits of the dancers' costumes. We learn these tricks along the way. The flesh-toned bandage wrap, covered by skin-coloured fishnets, because you will cover the wound. No matter how deep it is, no one ever knew. And baby, that's show business for you. Tonight, all these lives converge here. The mosaics of laughter and laughter of tears. Okay, so I realise what's going on here. So this is the unique poem that's in this variant. The second bit there is like the album prologue sort of poem. So they are on slightly different pages, as you can like just see there. So I do quite like that. It's nice because I thought that one is quite a good one to have. So it's nice that that's in all the variants. And I like that one. What was noticeable about this one is again, those like little stars, instead of being orange, they're yellow. This one is 1. So this one spells out 1 with the secret message. Again, we don't know as of time of recording what that means, but I really love that. For people wondering what the spraying vodka thing is about, it's they use it like on the stage. It's like to clean things like easily, basically, without like having to, because obviously costumes are quite fragile. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Then we'll open this bit up. We'll try open this bit up. There we go. And then again, inside, they paid a lot of attention to detail. This, I'm trying to be very gentle with this. This inner bit here is the yellow sparkles, so I really, really like that. I do hope the blue one is blue. But again, that's, I mean, I was surprised they even did this in the first place, so I'm not like fully expecting it to be blue, but I would like it to be blue. But I'm not expecting it. Anyway, this is the yellow variant, so let's take a look. Let's open this up. So this is what the like little inner sleeve looks like for this. We've got this gorgeous picture of Taylor with the Eras Tour dancers. She's wearing that stunning black wig. I love that with this like long red dress. She looks incredible. We'll open this up. Is it going to be different for this little bit inside? Yes, it is. Oh, I love that. So the little bit with the lyric titles, this is different. So it's like that gatefold. You've got all the lyrics. The titles of the lyrics there, the colour of them is in yellow, which I love, the attention to detail. This stunning photo of Taylor in the centre is different. So she's wearing like a pink sort of like body sort of suit with like an orange, like a red like fluffy robe, looking gorgeous. And I love the attention to detail that the colours are different. I think that just looks great. The fonts are also different as well. That's interesting. The fonts are different for each ones, I guess, to like more represent the song better. So I do quite like that, actually. Then we have here Taylor stretching, which was actually mentioned in one of the poems, and we can just see the vinyl just peeking out there. So let's have a see. Now this is stunning. This one, I'm going to be very, very honest with you all, was the one I was looking forward to the least in terms of the vinyl pressing, I think. Whereas I actually think it's stunning in person. So this one is completely opaque. It is a splatter vinyl, my first ever splatter vinyl, actually. So it's like a yellow with like the red splatter in the center. It looks gorgeous. You know, the inner bit is also different as well. So it's like the shatter pieces of that, the Baby That's Show Business variant with like a black sort of background there. Then we turn this around and this is the other side as well. So it looks gorgeous on both sides. I think that's the most accurate color to what it looks like in person. So the yellow is sort of an orangey sort of yellow. It's definitely more of a warm yellow, even though yellow obviously is already pretty warm, but it's like a more of a warm yellow. I think the colours complement each other perfectly. This one looks great. It really, really does. Now there are some like darker bits in it that you can see in some lighting. So let me see if I can try get that. You can just see like little spots of darker bits, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but I think it looks quite nice. I think it just like it complements it really well. So I actually really, really like this. I think it looks absolutely stunning. So, but it does have like little bits of blue in it, which I think is quite nice because of this variant. I think it's quite fun. But that's what that one looks like. It does look, I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. So yeah, I think this record has my favourite vinyl pressings out of all of them, like as a collection, because they're so different. Each one is different. The last one was like a translucent one with orange glitter, you know, like an orange translucent one with gold glitter, sorry, should I say. Whereas this one obviously is like a splatter one. We've got another like glitter one. We've got like just fun ones, like ones that are just so different from other pressings. Like with Torture Poets Department, I loved the vinyl, I did. But I think the vinyl colour for me personally were not as exciting. I think just because I'm very much like a colourful girly. I love pink. I love all things kind of bright colours. Whereas those colours were obviously very kind of neutral, which fit the album very well. Whereas it's really nice to get such a bright and vibrant album photo shoot and such bright and vibrant vinyl as well. And it's just so different from what she's done before. And I do really, really like that. And I think it's very, very obvious how much effort she's put into these. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed with the two we've unboxed so far. Should we have them on the wall behind us? I think that's quite cute. I think I did that with Torture Poets, so we're going to do that. Let's in on those so far, so we'll keep that. And then next up we have the Lakeside Beach Blue vinyl, the Baby That's Show Business Lakeside Blue. So let's unbox. I'm curious to see how these are different, if there's going to be more blue inside. I do love the fact the text is blue, so I am very curious to see what this is like. I'm really excited to see what this record looks like as well, like the actual vinyl, because I love a glitter. I love a glitter, and a sparkly blue glitter I think is it's very exciting. I think the ones I'm most looking forward to in terms of the actual variant are probably the Target one, the Crowd Is Your King variant, and then also the Violet Shimmer one. But this one's like a close third, I think, because I think it's going to be very similar to the Violet Shimmer one, because it's going to be like a darker-ish colour, but with glitter, whereas obviously that orange one was just so bright and vibrant, which I did love, but I'm curious to see what this is going to be like and if the glitter stands out as much. We'll see. So let's have a look. The poem is going to be the same in this one, so I'm not going to read it out again. You'll all be very, very pleased to know. No hype sticker on this, so I'm not too fussed about the actual packaging. There we go. So this is what it looks like. Again, with that shiny cover, it looks fantastic. Let's open her up. So it's the exact same photos inside. All of these are the same, which I do like. Obviously, I do like it when everything's completely different. However, these are essentially the same variant, just with different vinyl inside. And then we have the poem. Now with the poem, it's the same poem. However, the little secret messages, if you can just see with a little dot there, they have a blue star inside of this instead of that yellow star that was in the previous variant. And I can already see what I wanted so let's show you this. The inner bit here has blue glitter, so instead of that yellow glitter that was on the previous one, it's got blue glitter, if you can just see. Which, again, that attention to detail is wild. They could have done the orange glitter for every single one. They could have just kept it clear, but the fact they've like put that in there, I think looks fantastic. I think it just goes beyond the standard. It goes beyond just like the bare minimum, which I love. The front and back bit are the same here, and the lyric bit, the little lyric sort of gatefold, I'm going to call it, is the same. The difference is the song titles, they now are in blue rather than the yellow, because obviously this is the Lakeside Beach Blue variant. So this is the like plastic sleeve it comes in. Oh, another noticeable difference. They have little sparkles on the front of, well, this, where the vinyl is. These are blue. On the previous one they were yellow. On the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one they were orange. So like, it's just little details like that that I do really love, and that's why I love collecting Taylor's vinyl so much, because what other artists for like a normal sort of pressing, like these aren't, they are limited, but they're not like, they weren't any more expensive, and I really, really love that they've just, so much effort has been put into them. So this is one of my favourite vinyls I think I've ever had. It's also slightly marbled as well. I feel like it probably said marbled and I just didn't pay attention. But it is like this blue with the glitter, and as you can see the slight marbling there too, which is just beautiful. So my orange one didn't have any marbling, whereas this one has, and I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. Sorry, I'm just like blown away just looking at this. That's genuinely really, really stunning. The inner bit is the same as the yellow bouquet version we just had, but this is beautiful. I'm very, very impressed. This is maybe my favourite vinyl variant ever. It may have topped, so I really love the purple ones. I love the Speak Now Taylor's version ones. I love the Midnight's Lavender edition, but this could top it because this is beautiful. I'm so happy with this. Let me know if you got this version. This is really beautiful. I'm really glad I got this one. So I think this one is my favourite so far. Other ones are going to have a tough time competing with this because this is like actually stunning. I'm so happy with this. I'm like, you can tell when I really love a vinyl variant and when I don't love one as much. If you've ever watched any of my vinyl videos before, you will know my least favourite vinyl variant ever. Midnight's Mahogany. I remember opening it and being like, it's yellow. Because Midnight's Mahogany is a type of wood. You would expect it to be this beautiful deep brown colour that was advertised, this stunning colour, like a wood colour. Wood. But no, it was yellow. It was yellow. I know, it's been 3 years. I know. I've still never gotten over it. One day, I hope they re-release it with this beautiful colour we were promised. It's the only one that's ever like fully let me down, and I think about her every day, just in anger. So if you're like, Rachel's never honest in her vinyl reviews, my goodness, yes I am. Yes I am, but these are actually really, really stunning so far, so I can't wait to unbox the rest. So let's get on with it. We've got our next vinyl variants here. I don't know what's gonna be, we've got our next vinyl variants here. I don't know what's gonna be inside of this one again, so I'm very excited to find out. Let's just tear this down. What's it gonna be, guys? What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be, because there's two, it's either gonna be Tiny Bug or the Champagne Bubbles one. I'm leaning towards Champagne Bubbles. Oh, now I'm leaning towards Shiny Bug. I've not seen it. Champagne Bubbles. Shiny Bug. I just felt it in my hand then. I was like, no, this is Shiny Bug. I hadn't even seen it. I was like, Shiny Bug, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with my original hand sign. I shouldn't have done that. This is the Tiny Bug version. This one, I love this cover. It's incredible. You've got this picture of Taylor. I think every single photo she's had in this particular bodysuit with the gloves, she's looked amazing. We've got the violet shimmer vinyl and the wintergreen and onyx vinyl. They are both beautiful. Obviously very, very similar covers. The main difference is the text on them. I'm most excited, I think, to see the violet shimmer, so we're going to save that one. We're going to go with the wintergreen and onyx version, which I think was like a green marbled vinyl. And then the back cover is also different as well. And the text, like the text with the Baby That's Show Business one, depends on which variant you get, what colour it's going to be. So for the wintergreen and onyx, it's green. For the violet shimmer, it's purple, but it's probably violet, but it's purple. So we're going to open this up. I love this cover. She looks fantastic. And she looks great on the back as well in that orange, like, sparkly dress. One thing about Taylor is she knows how to dress. She really, really does. So let's open this up. Again, handy nail scissors, being very, very cautious with them. And if you're younger, once again, please be careful using scissors. Okay. There we go. So I'll open this up. Another one, no hype stickers. I don't think there's any hype stickers on these like different variants, which is a little bit of a shame. It would have been quite nice if they did have them. But again, we're really, really trying to find faults here because like the vinyl is, these are fun, like genuinely the best vinyl, definitely in terms of quality, but also in terms of the pressings too, that I think I've ever had. They're just so good. So let's open her up. Are we gonna, oh, I can't get a good grip on that. Okay, there we go. And this one's made in Germany. It's got the made in Germany sticker for anyone who's curious. I'll just show you there. I know that people like to know this. So it's made in Germany. This is what it looks like. So pretty. She just looks fantastic, doesn't she? So open this up. New photos. I'm so excited. Oh, another great picture of Taylor. She's in that sparkly bra that she wore on the front of the Baby That's Show Business variant, looking beautiful. She's more like let out, kind of like Cleopatra style, which makes sense obviously because, you know, Elizabeth Taylor is a track title on here. Elizabeth Taylor starred as Cleopatra. And then we have more pictures of Taylor. We've got the one that is almost, but is slightly different from the I want to say the It's Rapturous edition from the CD. So it's got Taylor with the green lighting, the black wig with her like head in her hands. We've then got pictures of the Showgirl's legs, presumably the Eras Tour dancer's legs. Another picture of Taylor that is in the same outfit and same kind of colours as the Baby That's Show Business variant. And then a final picture of Taylor there with like a Showgirl headdress. Then we've got the poem. So let's read out the poem together. Perhaps someday they will despise you again. Perhaps it's not a matter of if, and the if is in quotation marks, but when, also in quotation marks. They'll reassess your merits and then take a magnifying glass to the shiny bug. Deflate all the heroes they had decided she was. And maybe they'll do it just because. But you live by a strict code. Never believe your own mythology. Never type your name into the search bar. Let the wolves howl all they want. The moon should never howl back. You know if they play, it's a losing game. You know if you play, it's a losing game. So you keep yourself too busy to learn what's their name's name. And she put like, what's their name's name? And these are the reasons you are still somewhat sane. And then we've got the Tonight, All Lives Converge Here, blah, 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 the same poem that we had previously. So I really like this one. I think this one's very, very telling as well because there have been some negative reviews for this album. There have been some. And it's very, very, obviously people are free to have their own opinions. Some people won't like every single album she puts out. But I think people have really, really gone out of their way to dislike this album and they're complaining about every single thing ever. So when she released Torture Poets Department, everyone was like, she has to drop Jack Antonoff. She's worked with Jack Antonoff too many times. She needs to go back to Max Martin and Shellback. She went back to Max Martin and Shellback. That wasn't enough. Torture Poets Department had too many songs. This album doesn't have enough songs. Like, she can well and truly never win. And I feel like people constantly just want to cancel her again. Obviously, you know, she had that big cancellation just before the Reputation era, and that's what sparked the Reputation era. So it is a shame, and that one I think is the best poem out of the three we've had so far. Inside then we've got that green sparkly bit, which I love. I think the attention with that one is phenomenal. I really love that. Then we have this fantastic picture of Taylor, beautiful like star headdress there you can just see, and I love this outfit. She just looks so great. She really does. The sparkles on this are green, so they've really paid attention to detail. We've then got a gorgeous picture of Taylor with this like sheer pink robe with like red fluffy bits. She's standing on a bed. You can also see Jan there, one of the Eras Tour dancers who's currently on Dancing with the Stars actually in the US. So let's open this one up. This one is this wintergreen and onyx vinyl. It is very gorgeous. kind of reminds me a little bit of the Midnight's vinyl, I would say. I'd say it's a darker one than the Midnight's vinyl, but it does remind me of it. Now, marble vinyl, it's the process they do, it's going to be different for every single person. So for this one, it's actually kind of centered all on this this side. It would have been nice if it was more spread out across all of them. However, that is just the nature of marbled vinyl. Sometimes you get fantastic ones that are marbled all over and look stunning. This one I think is still really, really nice, but the marbling is definitely centered in one little section, whereas it would have been nice to have it all across. But again, that is just the nature of marbled vinyl, so we're not going to like, that's nothing to do with Taylor or nothing to do with this pressing. It's just the fact that marble vinyl look like that. However, the shade of green is really, really nice. It does look great. And that inner bit has a green background, and then it has the shards that are on the front cover as well. So I do think this is, again, another really beautiful one. And I think for some people, this will be their favourite pressing. For me, it's not, because I don't like green that much as a colour, so it was never going to be my favourite pressing. However, it is really nice, and I think this one would be my sister's favourite if she collected vinyl, because she really loves the colour green. So let me know in the comments, is this one your favourite? Or have you not decided yet? I feel like we need to go through all of them yet to decide. So we'll just pop this one back in, and then we're going to go for the Violet Shimmer one, which is probably the one I'm most excited for, I think. That and the Target one. Now we've got the Violet Shimmer one, and I'm so excited for this. I think this cover is just so beautiful. I love it so much, and I'm just so excited to see this record, especially now I've seen the Lakeside Beach Blue one as well that is very, very similar to this. I'm like even more excited to see this record because I know it's gonna be like beautiful, because I love the colour purple, so I'm just like very, very excited for this one. Also, in terms of like the spine on this, it's like the Wintergreen and Onyx on that side, so it's like the green there with like the purple. Well, I would say it's more of a blue, saying the life of a showgirl and Taylor Swift, and then on the other side I'd say that's more of a blue and the text is like a light blue. But I do like that the spine looks great, and it is different for like the different versions, well, the different variants, but I wish that the different versions, but I wish that the variants also had it different as well, so it was completely different. But again, that's the spine of the record. Like, we're really clutching at straws. So let's open her up. Again, I'm just not over how great this packaging is. I think the packaging is so good. The fact it's like shiny, it's just very, very high quality, and I think that is really, really impressive. Same photos inside, and actually let's look what the secret message is in this poem. So this one is 4, so there is little purple like stars above letters on there, and there also then is and it will open her up here. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm not going to properly look at it. But we have the purple in a bit that looks so nice. I love the colour purple. It's so nice. Guys, it's so pretty. So we'll open the lyric book. Oh, did I open the lyric bit on that one? I don't think I did. But this is what the lyric bit looks inside on this one. You've got this picture of Taylor looking gorgeous. I think it's where maybe when she's wearing that blue one we saw earlier, that blue bodysuit. But yeah, the lyrics, the song titles, sorry, are in purple, so they'll be in blue on the other variant. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is so nice. This is so nice. I still think I don't know. I think the blue one was such a shock and so nice. I need to look at them for longer. But this one is beautiful. I mean, look at that. I think the sparkles may be more subtle. I don't think they're showing up that well on camera, but the sparkles are like gold sparkles. I definitely think the sparkles on the orange and the blue stood out more. However, it is still really nice. You can see them, you just can't see them very well on camera, but you can see the sparkles on it. I'm torn. I think the blue one is my favourite still so far. I do think this is gorgeous though. It's ever so slightly marbled, but it is opaque, but it is slightly marbled, so it's slightly different to the blue one. But yeah, it is really beautiful. I really like that. I'm very happy with that. Oh, it's so, like, even there's just like little gold bits of colour and like little like pinky bits. Like, just the way it looks is really, I mean, the detail on this is fantastic. It looks great. So yeah, that's stunning. So that's the Violet Shimmer one. Love this. I just think all the different variants are so different and just so fun and so like different than anything she's ever done before, you know. I think Midnight's was some of her best because they were like, there were so many different like versions, you know. There were like the 4 kind of main versions, and then obviously you had like the Lavender one and then the Love Potion one, and they were so nice. But I just think these top even that because I just think they're stunning. I really, really do. And we're halfway through with them now, I think. Are we? Oh, we're over halfway. So we've had 4. This is our 5th vinyl. I think there's 8 altogether. These are just really, really great. and I'm really liking these so far. It's so much more fun, I think, going through a vinyl. Like, obviously I loved going through Torture Post Department, I did, and I loved the record because the vinyl matched the record so well, and obviously that did have a lot of attention to detail with that book bound jacket. But I think with this, just the pictures and the actual like vinyl themselves are so good. But yeah, I really love this. And obviously they match the album better. The Torture Post Department, it wouldn't match. If they had these as their variants, it wouldn't make any sense. Like, it just wouldn't match the themes of the album. So I think these perfectly match it. This one, I think we can predict is the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne variant. I think this one is my favourite cover, but I do love the Cried As Your King cover as well, which is the Target version. But this cover is so nice, and it really reminds me of Satine from Moulin Rouge, and this one, oh no! You know when you do the strip and it doesn't like fully go? Okay, it did it on the other side, that's fine. There's just like little bits of cardboard now. Does this one want to open? Yes, it does. So I think this is Tiny Bubbles based on weight, because the Cried As Your King only has one version, whereas this has 2 different vinyl. So let's have a look. Yes, it is. There we go. So this is the Champagne Tiny Bubbles in Champagne version. So we have, I think this is the red lipstick and lace, and this one is something. We're gonna have to check what it is. So it is the red lipstick and lace, and then it is the Under Bright Lights Pearlescent vinyl. Now, I've never had a Pearlescent vinyl before, so I think we're gonna leave that one for second. So we're gonna go this one first, but I think this cover is beautiful. Like with the feathers, it's so Showgirl. Like, I do completely understand why she chose that one as the color, the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one. You know, it's the life of a showgirl. It's showing like the showgirl after the show. But this one for me is my favorite, and I think that's great. You know, having so many different versions is people get to choose their favorite cover, and I really like that. Everyone will have a different favorite cover, and I'm curious to know what your favorite one is in the comments. Like, let me know what your favorite one is, because for me, I think it's this one. I just think I love it. I think it's stunning. It's so Showgirl, so that's why it's my personal favorite. But let me know in the comments your personal favorite. The back cover is also beautiful. She's wearing that stunning red bodysuit, and she just looks gorgeous. I mean, the jewelry and everything about it is stunning. The side of this, so this is the side that you've likely put in your vinyl thing, is red with like a white Life of a Showgirl and white Taylor Swift. On the other side, it's kind of like that pearlescent sort of off-white colour, and then the text is in red. So that's what that one looks like. And we're just going to open this one up too. See what it's like. Low-key, this bit, you're not going to be able to see that well. Maybe you will. Kind of looks like the red font because it's in red, so it looks more like Red Taylor's version. It does really look like that for a second. I was looking at it and I was like, wait. Also, if you're a Taylor Swift vinyl collector and you're watching this video, let me know what your first ever Taylor vinyl was. You know, which is the first ever one you got. For me, it was Red Taylor's version, just the standard black, but I'd be curious to know what everyone else's. And if you're just a variant collector and you're just a vinyl collector watching this, let me know what your first ever vinyl just was, because I'm curious. I love knowing about vinyl and stuff. This one doesn't have a maiden sticker, for anyone curious. It doesn't have one. So just open it up. This one wasn't very aesthetically. There we go. We got it in the end. So this is what it looks like. New pictures inside. Oh, beautiful. I love this picture. I think the one with like the black wig, she looks great. It's really, really beautiful. More pictures of Taylor. So you've got a close-up one of her face. You've got one of her wearing that sparkly orange dress. You've got one that's very similar to the It's Beautiful cover on the CD. And then you've got this gorgeous one there of Taylor just like wearing that bodysuit that I love so much with like her hands behind her head. So let's take a look at the poem that's inside of this one. He ran to his car from work to catch the flight. Missed the first act, but somehow it's better this way. It's just right, because you get to watch him make his way through the masses, parting the crowd like some neon Moses in a sequin sea. He is a magnet and a trampoline. The tiny bubbles in champagne, haphazard but precise. He crash-landed next to you, reckless but never with your heart. If he's in, you are too. You begin to feel that. Every song before was just a prayer, a wish list. He is not what you've been waiting for. He is more. Why you held out, why you left, and nothing aches suddenly. He has that effect. Now, we can presume this is about Travis because, you know, he did show up, I think, twice at the Eras tour, kind of like midway through, one of them being double in. There's a great video of Taylor, I think, during August when she spots him, and it's so cute. So that is a beautiful poem. We've then got the second poem there that's just the one in all the variants. And this poem, the hidden message in this one is 5. So again, we don't know what this means yet, which is exciting. But I need to know. We need to figure it out, Swifties. So let's just open this bit. And inside, it's then that red. It's very similar to the orange, but it is red. Yeah, I think it's a different shade of like it's not like a proper red, but it's not the same orange that's in the Tiny Bubbles and Champagne variant. I love that back cover. So gorgeous. So let's see what this is like. So we've got that great picture of Taylor there with that bodysuit that I love. Another one here that just looks so gorgeous. This one's very different from the rest of the photo shoot, actually. You've then got red sparkles too. So this one is a transparent vinyl, like a transparent splatter. I mean, I've never had a splatter vinyl, let alone a transparent splatter vinyl. So this one, we almost went. This one is very, very different. I like it. I think the fact there's not that much that's like the clear bit, I think makes it good. I think maybe I would have preferred it if it had a background to it like the other splatter one, but again, that's just personal choice. Like, this is the red lipstick and lace one. This is obviously more like lace where it has bits where you can see through it. So like, I understand it, but just based on personal preference but like, it's better this way. Even though I personally would prefer it a different way, it is better this way because this is the red lipstick and lace version. But that's what it looks like. The center bit then has it's a black background with like a red sort of feather, like a dark red feather, and then the shatter pieces from the front cover. But yeah, it's a different one, isn't it? It's really unique. So you got like some yellows and oranges and reds. So it's very, very different, but I think it's really cool. So there you go, you can just see, I mean, all these variants have just been so different. Like, even, I think, I will admit, like, I think I already know even now, I think the only one we've got two to unbox. I think this one will be my least favourite just because of that transparent bit, but I do like how well themed it is. Like, that's the thing, you might not like the variant as much, but you respect it. You respect the variant. Which is a deeply unserious thing to say that makes absolutely no sense, but some of you will get it. Some of you will be like, Rachel, you're strange. And you know what? Yes, I am. Anyway, this is the red lipstick and lace version, so we're going to pop her in there. I really like that picture of her though. It's very red. She looks very red era Taylor there. I think, I don't know, she just looks very red era Taylor, which is kind of good because this is red lipstick and lace, isn't it? So we'll pop her there. Should we try, oh, we've already put like 4 in the spots. You know what, we're going to take one of these ones down. So we're going to take, don't fall. We're going to take one of the Baby That's Show Business downs because you can only see 4 vinyl variants. I have spot for 6, but you can only see 4 on like my YouTube videos. So we're going to put this one there. There we go. I need to decide because we've only got 5 different covers. Obviously we've got 8 variants, but only 5 covers. So we're going to have to figure out who gets on. Which of the variants gets on. Oh, I was like, oh, we're on the last one. No, we're not. We've still got 2 more. I thought it was over, but it wasn't. It never ends. So this is the Under Bright Lights Pearlescent vinyl. I've never had a Pearlescent vinyl before, so I am excited. As you can see, the text is different on here, which I like. I just like the different colour, sorry, should I say. Again, do be careful with this one because it is harder to open than a traditional gatefold. Just because it's obviously like different, which is cool. Let's open her up again. No type sticker, but it says made in Germany. I feel like each variant has one that says made in Germany, so I presume they both are, but again, I'm not 100%, but I would presume they both are. Okay. Oh, it's such a good cover. I think I prefer this one with the like, well, it's more of a yellow rather than a white, but I think I prefer, oh, whoa. There's like the little sparkles that are on the bit there. I didn't even notice that. I only noticed them when I was like showing you. It's just like that bit there. Not this bit, but that bit. Ah, that's so cool. Anyway, this is why I love doing like videos unboxing these because I see these things for the first time with you all. It's like we're doing like a little FaceTime call. And I don't know, it's just nice to look back on as well. So there we go. Then we got the same pictures. We have the variant. Here. Oh, this looks quite nice actually. I realised I didn't show you the lyric thing again, so we're going to show you this. It will be the same with the red lipstick and lace. Ooh, another gorgeous picture of Taylor in the dressing room with her dancers in that like sparkly bra. Same one as the Baby That's Show Business. And it's, okay, actually I'm going to have to show you the red one because this one has a yellow background and the text is kind of darker than the front cover. It's more of like a brown. So I'm going to have to see if the background on this one is red. Oh. I'm going to have to see if the background on this one is red. I don't think it will be, but I'm still going to check. So, yeah, it's not red. So the background is still yellow, but the text is in red. I had to check on that one because I was like, wait, maybe it's different, but that would be kind of weird because then it'd be different from the rest of them. So that makes sense. But yeah, the thing is red, which I love having little details like that like weirdos like me notice. It's fun. Bring back fun. This has brought back fun. What we've discovered is a lot of people don't like fun. I love fun. So this is what it looks like. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, also, wait, wrong bit. It's got the like in a bit there, so that's the same colour sparkles as the album title on the front, which is so cute. Okay, it's open. Not last one, it's not even the last one, it's second to last. Come on, Rachel. So this is a pearlescent vinyl. Now I think some people won't like this because I like it, but it's weirding me out a little bit. Someone will get what I mean, like, because it's like little bubbles. Now this one is very tiny bubbles in champagne, but can you see like the little dots? I don't know, I like it, but it's also creeping me out. Does anyone understand this? Probably not. So it's got a slightly yellow tint to it. It definitely looks very white on the camera, but I'm trying to get it so you can see that yellowy tint. You can't, but it's very, when looking at it this way with like the sunlight on it, it's quite yellow, but where you look at it from behind, it's just like white. It is an opaque one, and it does have these like little bubbles on. I've never seen anything like this before. So it's like, it's really unique. I'm just like staring at it. You guys want to see it. But yeah, it's really unique. I'm trying to get that yellow tint. But, oh, you can kind of see it there. So you see like with the light sort of hitting it, it kind of looks yellow. That's what it looks like in person. So there you go. So it's kind of weird, but I like it. But it's creeping me out. It's creeping me out, but it's very tiny bubbles in champagne. It is kind of like bubbles in like a drink. So that's kind of cool. But it's weirding me out, but it's cool. I do like that though. I've never seen anything like that, so that's fun. Again, bring back fun. We love fun. That was weird. I don't know how I feel about that one. Like, I like it, but I'm scared of it. But that's cool. That one's a cool one. That one's a very cool one, but it's a weird one, but we had fun with it. Okay, let's pop it back in. Okay, now we're on to the last one. I'm kind of sad about that because I've actually really enjoyed getting to see these for the first time. They've just been so like different as well, which I think has just made it. The fact they're all so unique. Again, I'm not bashing the Torture Post because I love the Torture Post from an album. I think it's fantastic. But the vinyl variants, I loved them. I did. But the fact these are all so different is just really fun. Obviously, it fits the album so well that they're all different, but I love it. Okay, last but not least. Now, I do actually have more things to unbox, so if you've liked this video and you want to see me unbox more things, I will be unboxing the deluxe CDs, the Cardigan box set, and then also the standard CDs with the double-sided poster, and also the cassette. So we've got more things to come as well. So don't panic too much if you're like, Rachel, I've really enjoyed this and I want more unboxings. There's more. There's more to come. I also have unboxings from other albums as well. If you want to check that out, I'll put a playlist in the description below. And also, if you made it this far, please subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to do, and it really, really helps me on the channel. So please. But no pressure. If you just want to like it, that'd be cool. That'd be really nice. So we're just gonna get this one open. So this must be the Target version. If it's not, I don't know what's going on. It is the Target version. So this one has a hype sticker on. Now, obviously, I don't live in the US, I live in the UK. So I say this is the Target version, but I obviously didn't get it from Target because I live in the UK. This was available on Taylor Swift's online store, and all of these that I have showed you in this video today have been purchased via Taylor Swift's online store. Now, as of time of recording, they have sold out. They're not on the store anymore, apart from this one. This one is still in stock, actually, the Target one. The rest of them have sold out, and they describe them as first and only pressings. Now, with Taylor's other albums that they've described as limited, they have come back in stock. With the different Midnights variants, you will still be able to find them in shops. Oh, I'm still recording. There's just been new Taylor Swift info that I need to debrief. We're going to finish this vinyl video and then we'll do an update for the people about this new Google challenge that I'm excited for. So as I was saying, there's no Target in the US, so all of these are from Taylor Swift's online store. They're currently out of stock apart from the Target variant as of time of recording. They describe them as first and only pressings. Now what's important with that is that they are first and only pressings. So they can't repress them. However, they could have pressed 1 million at once, technically. So technically they can come back in stock, and as of time of recording, they're not back in stock. So obviously things may change between now and me editing and posting this, but technically they could come back in stock. Now I am quite surprised that they didn't restock them maybe before the album was released. I thought maybe they would have done, because obviously you've got to bear in mind there will always be cancelled orders. You know, people will order a vinyl and then decide a couple of days later they don't want it. So they will still have some in stock. However, they always need additional ones in stock in case people get theirs and it arrives damaged, so they can send out replacements. So maybe they're waiting for that to all take place. But anyway, this is probably the one that must have the most stock, minus obviously this one, because this is in stock in certain Targets across the US, and then obviously on the online store for the UK, and it didn't sell out, whereas the other different variants did sell out, obviously minus the standard version, the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume one, which is in stock in stores. This one is in stock in certain stores in the US, but it's not in stock in the UK. But anyway, that was a massive yap, but it does have a hype sticker. So this is the hype sticker for that. You can just see, so it says, Summertime Spritz Pink Shimmer Vinyl, giant 24-inch by 36-inch double-sided poster, unique photos and a poem from Taylor. This is called the Crowd Is Your King variant. This is the back of the Crowd Is Your King variant. I think this cover is absolutely stunning. It is really, really nice, and it is made in Germany. So let's open this one up. I'm very excited for this one because I love like pink. I love the colour pink. It's my favourite colour. I know I've like raved about purple in all of this video, but pink is my favourite colour. So our last one unboxing, which I'm so sad about, because I've really, really enjoyed this. It's been so fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed me being confused about how to open vinyl. It happens a lot. Probably in every single one I'm like, I don't know what's going on, guys. Okay. No, it's the last one. But I'm going to keep the hype sticker on this one, so we got to be careful. Because it's very easy when you're taking these off to rip the hype sticker. I've done this before, and then you're just like, oh. That is the exact reaction. You like rip it and you're like, oh. That's the exact face you do. I didn't do the thing where I was going to pull it off really neatly, like the entire thing, but we're going to try do the rest of it. And as I said, made in Germany. They've all been made in Germany, I think. But this has a sticker that says made in Germany. Woo! So, I don't know where the poster of this... Oh, I was like, this one's like bulging slightly. I was like, is it faulty? Is something going on inside of this? And then I realised it's probably the poster. So, this is the front cover. I'm torn. I think I need to look at it more between this one and the Tiny Bubbles being my personal favourite cover. But I do really like this one. I think it's really beautiful. So open her up. We've got new photos. Taylor there in the red bodysuit with a very big red fluffy boa. She's also got some red velvet cake, I think. It looks like delightful cake with red icing on it. It looks really nice, actually. So, Taylor, please share. And then we have another one of those like blurry ones that people love, including me. One of her feet on a piano for some reason. Another one of her in that black wig with like the big feathers. And then another one in that beautiful outfit that I really want more pictures of. The one where she's like in the like dress, like the blackish dress with like the sparkle like stars. I want more of that. Please give us more, because I think she looks great. I mean, she looks great on all of these photos. Okay. Remember this city. You've been here before in another life, on another tour. Remember her. She's got a mortgage now. Straight teeth where there've been metal brackets. I was like, brackets? She need braces, but it just say brackets. Standing with her 8-year-old daughter. You mouth, I know you. In the millisecond gap in your choreography to you. She will look exactly the same age as the first time you saw her. She will always be 14 and a half. Remember, lock right back into the footwork. Any misstep is a misstep. So she said any misstep is a misstep. So yeah, that's quite cool. Anyway, you must remember everything, but mostly this. The crowd is your king, who has ruled over you for centuries. Benevolently, for the most part. Oh, it says benevolently for the most part. So that's that first one, first poem, and then the rest of it is that same poem that we've had before. Now, I've actually done pretty well reading these poems. The only one I really messed up on, I think, is that one. But yeah, normally in the past, whenever I've read the album prologues and the poems, it looks like I can't read. That's how badly it's gone. Whereas this one, apart from this version, we're all going to pretend that this poem didn't happen. I think I've done it quite well. So let's see what's good. Okay, it's different. Okay, it's different again. I didn't notice this because this bit was covering it. I don't know what's going on with this variant. So we can see the vinyl, but this is... Guys, I don't know what's going on. This is quite cool, actually. So it's got... It's card, but the card's like cut out here, but it's not cut out so you can pull the vinyl out. It's just cut out so you can see it. And I've already decided this is my favourite one. So let's open this up. So it's slightly different. Okay, here's the post as well. I'll show you the post afterwards, but the post is in this back bit. There we go. So that's different. Oh, and then behind you can see the colour the like pink. It's more of like a peach, sort of like orangey peachy sort of glitter that you can see like there, which is quite cool. Okay, so the pictures. Oh, we have a black and, have we had any black and white ones yet? I don't think we have, but with my favorite bodysuit, love that. And then turn around and you've got that gorgeous picture. She's wearing that dress. Show us more pictures in that dress, Taylor, please, with that like stunning, different headdress on though. Or maybe it's a different dress. Anyway, she looks really nice. So this is the headdress with the yellow bit on. This variant looks so pretty. Oh, lyric booklet. I keep forgetting about the lyric booklet. Lyric book. Oh, very different once again. So we've got a picture of Taylor in the orange sequin dress, and then the lyric title, the song titles are like that like peachy sort of colour. I would say it's a peachy sort of colour, but someone's gonna be Rachel, that's not peach. I think it's peach. This is the nicest record I own. This is, oh my god. It's rare that I'm speechless. My goodness, is it rare, but this is beautiful. Can you see it? So it's slightly like marble, but not like probably marble because it's opaque, but it's like slightly marbled, and like when you look at it at different lights, it's like a yellowy pink, but it's like really pink, and then it's like the yellowy sort of pink, and it's, wow. I could just stare at this all day long. This is the most beautiful like vinyl I own. This is, wow. The glitter in it's like gold. There's a lot of glitter in it. You can really, really see the glitter. Hopefully you can see it on camera as well. I don't know if you can, but wow. I'm very, very happy with this one. In terms of the inner bit, it's like a black background and it's got these shards that are on the front cover of this particular variant. I just want to stare at this vinyl all day long. This is actually like so beautiful. My hair always tries to attach itself to the vinyl, and this one I understand because this is beautiful. I mean, you can see the colour of this. For some people it won't be their favourite, but this is the most stunning vinyl I own. I'm so happy with that one. I'm actually like genuinely blown away. Like, it's rare that I'm speechless, and I still spoke, but I was almost speechless. I still had to yap even though I was speechless. But that's really nice. I really, really like that. And let's have a look at this poster as well. They said it was giant. I'm curious to see what they mean by giant. You know? Okay, it is going to be big because it's going to be this times 4 or this times 6. So this is going to be a big poster. And I'm a small... Okay, it's a very big problem. It's going to be massive! Okay, this is the poster. It's huge! You don't even see the full thing! So it's... I would say... Do you remember going to HMV and getting like movie posters when you were a kid? I think it's that size, maybe even slightly bigger than that. So you've got one side, you've got this picture of Taylor. Looks like that. I can't even show it you sideways. There's not enough space. And the other side, it's the front cover of this variant. I think this is my favourite side. I think this one with the front cover of the variant. But yeah, that's beautiful. I really, really like. That's a great poster. I mean, it's a massive poster. Maybe we could have done with a slightly smaller one. But it is that's a big poster. I can't complain about that at all. I mean, I did just say I would like it to be smaller, but in terms of like the value for money, that's a massive poster. I know people are always asking like, what things include posters? The answer is this. This one includes the biggest poster that's been in any Taylor like CD or vinyl variant, I think. But that's all of them. That's all the vinyl. I've really, really enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments which one your favourite version is, which one your favourite cover is, which one your favourite actually vinyl is. I think my favourite cover, I'm going to go with the Tiny Bubbles and Champagne cover, but I think my favourite like vinyl variant is definitely this one. The Crowd Is Your King. The pink shimmer is so beautiful. I think it's just very, very me. I've said it before, I love like pink, I love sparkles, I love everything like that, so I think that's my favourite. But my second favourite, which comes as a bit of a surprise, is that Lakeside Beach Blue. I didn't think that would like rank in like my top 2 of like these 8 vinyl, but I think it actually has. So let me know your favourites in the comments. If you've liked this video, it would mean the absolute world if you could subscribe and like. It is completely free to do so. It helps me out, it helps the channel out so much, and I really, really appreciate it if you found this video helpful or useful or fun or anything like that. So I really, really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of these variants, please put them in the comments below. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. You know, I make these videos, I'm a yapper, but I also love like people who are trying to decide on variants, you know, especially if they're limited and you're having to look at resale, giving them my advice. You know, as someone who has these, I might as well share like any kind of wisdom I can personally about these particular ones. You know, I try to show the ins and outs on the actual videos, but sometimes you just like don't include everything, and I really try, but if there's anything I've missed, or you have any question that you think's like a weird one about it, like please don't feel like, just feel free to ask anything about these records, and I'll do my absolute best to try answer and maybe try help you make a decision, say if you're buying it for yourself or you're buying it for a loved one or friend or anything. But I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. I've loved making it. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other Taylor Swift videos, and as always, have a great day!